Hello everybody, how are you? Good, yeah, so it's still cold but not as cold as it's been here, so we'll press on. Okay, so today I've got the second part of the Emily Remler analysis, and I'm going to talk about something called voice leading. Now that doesn't mean very much to you. What it really talks about is how chords can actually lead into, so you play a chord, that could actually lead into the next chord that you play, and then so on, like this. So by the end of this session you should be able to do that, or you'll have pointers in how to do that. So what are we actually doing here? Well, that first chord, that's a D7 sharp 9. Now that would be D7, but we're adding a sharp 9. Now we could play that one there, but that's D9. I'll come back to that a bit later in the video. But so it's like that. And then this chord here, so that's a G13. Now, one way to practice, and I got this from Joe Pass actually, was if you're leaving those two fingers there, then you just practice lifting these two fingers. So once we got that down, once you've been doing that, try to do different positions as well. See how changing that bass, it actually colours the chord. It adds a bit of intrigue there. Right, so that's that down. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, there's a famous song, I think it's from a musical called No No Nanette, but you probably know the song anyway. It's called T for Two. And you think, well, what's that going to do with jazz? Well, if you actually play the chords for that, and there's actually a cover version of it by Anita O'Day. I'll try and post a link to that below. So it goes something like, you know, T for two, and two for T, me and you, and you and me, T for two, like that. And so that's a good exercise to practice as well. Just and you can work the rest of it out if you want to, but for illustration purposes I just want to show how with those two chord shapes you can actually do a lot. Okay, moving on to the next part. There's a variation on that. I associate it mostly with a guitarist called Burrell. So we're going from that 13 to that 7 sharp 9 chord. Okay. Now what we're going to what we're gonna, this is what I want you to do, like, get those down before we move any further on, because the next part, this to begin with, it might be a bit strange to you, but we're actually going to add a walking bass line. So what's going on here? So if you actually just play the bass line, like that. But what I want you to do is, like, you're holding the chord down as well. Now we'll talk a little bit more about the chords. So that's a D7 sharp 9. That's a D9. So we can keep that 13 chord in there. Is a D minor 9. No, sorry, that's an E minor 9, beg your pardon. That's an F9. Or we go. That's a flat 13, isn't it? So we can actually practice doing that. So this is very this is very sort of Emily Remler styled, where, especially like in the more sort of Latin-y type music that she plays. So a minor sharp 9 as well, we can use those chords. We can do that as well. Yeah, so before I close, I mean, I just want to say, you're probably asking, well, what's so important about that 13 chord? I mean, you know, why is that chord so important? Well, the thing is that sits on top of the blues scale. When you add that in as well. See, if you're playing like a jazz blues, and then you're playing that, then you can play the blues scale over this chord as well. So I think I'm going to leave the rest of it now till part 3. I certainly hope that was some use. I know I threw a lot at you, but what I want you to do, if you start, just like to go back and to practice, you know, each thing until it's under your fingers. If you've got any questions, then put those down as well. If you've got any suggestions of things to cover, anything that you're not that clear about, then put that below as well. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay.